Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color, and this is your three-card reading for this coming week, which is the 17th through the 24th of January, 2021. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I'm offering 30-minute readings for $30. And I also offer IV, which is a healing modality, which opens up room for you to receive what you want and to release what you no longer need. And all the information is below. This is for Gemini for this coming week. That is the end of the shuffling. Okay. 1, 2, whoops, 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, first off, I want to say that the swords are always dark. So, and it's like, is thought always dark? Not necessarily. Okay, Gemini. So this is what's going on. You have creativity. Your creativity will lead to a major transformation. This is about beginnings and endings. This is about letting one thing die so that there's room for something new. And confidence. The traditional way to read these cards is a very dark. The swords are always dark. And it's like, well, is thought always dark? The only one that's not really dark is the Ace of Swords, and even that has a darkness to it. So, I like to read by the number. 3 is creativity, and 7 is confidence. So, I want to talk about this card. It's a really important card. This is the card of Scorpio, but it's the card, it's called Death, right? But if you look really closely, you have this beautiful white rose, right? And it's 5 petals. So 5 is the number of the rose, and it's the number of Venus. And so there are 4 elements. And then the 5th element, it's kind of like that movie, The Fifth Element. The alchemists understood that there was a 5th element. And the 5th element is the thing that brings the whole thing together, that brings all the 4 together. It's almost as if there are 4 directions, and then you in the middle is like the thing that brings it all together, right? Or either it comes into you or it goes out from you. I think more it goes out from you. And if you look closely, the king is dead, right? But the Pope is alive. So the king being the, Scorpio is a very deep sign. So the king really being the material world. So the king being fear is dead, right? And spirit is alive. There are a million ways to interpret these cards. The other good thing about the death card, I know in every scary movie, they bring up the death card and they play the music and it's like, oh, don't watch those kind of movies. And here's the light. Here's the light. You don't really get the light in a lot of cards. The light of the sun is there. It's going to, take a while to get there. But this is about, maybe making some sort of choice or something new being born, you know, because 3, the creativity card, is really about the Vesica Pisces, which is these 2 interlocking circles, right? And so the question is the 2 interlocking circles, like A and B make C. So is that shape, that mandorla, which is like an almond shape, which is like what you see a lot of saints in, is that shape made by those 2 interlocking circles, or is that womb shape giving birth to the duality? And I think the answer is yes. So I think the answer is both. I think the answer is like the masculine, feminine energies come together and form something new, right? Like a trilogy. Or I think that's true, but I also think that the womb gives birth, excuse me, to both the masculine and the feminine. So it's a very creative, so, you know, this is where you come up with, and then you have to make a decision as to what has to go and what has to be watered, right? What has to be watered. It's kind of like, you know, making a decision and you feel what you're going to grow and what you're not going to grow. Sometimes it has to do with the time of year. You know, there's certain things that'll grow at this certain time of year and certain things that won't. Or you realize like, oh, there's more money in oats than there is in barley. Or it's easier to grow oats. Or, you know, depending upon the soil, certain things are easier to grow than others, or are more abundant, or more, I don't know, giving. I don't know what the word is. And I think once you make your decision, also Scorpio is deeply, deeply intuitive. So, you know, if spirit is still alive and you're going to go into your intuition, move with confidence. You know, so this is, you know, this could be obviously the card of the thief, but the thing that always strikes me about this card more above and beyond anything else is that he's doing it in the middle of the day. And it's almost like take what's yours. Take what's yours. I'm not saying go out and rob a bank. I'm not saying that. And if you do, don't wear like, you know, that hat, because everyone will know it's you. You know, because 7 is about confidence. 7 is about confidence. So, you know, go in, decide what has to die, decide what needs to live, what needs to be nourished, and then go confidently forward. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. Mr. Positivity. I wasn't always Mr. Positivity, that's for sure. And sometimes I'm not, but I feel like, you know, the creative process will transform you. Like your own creative process, deciding what is working and what isn't. Your creativity leads to transformation and confidence. Blessings. If you'd like a one-on-one, all the information is below. Have a lovely week.